Neenah, Wisconsin. Welcome in, everyone. I'm so glad you're here or on your way to be here. And to the purpose of our video today is to introduce to you what we will be shipping to our members and shoppers in the month of February. We have a beautiful collection on deck. This one's called Architectural Elements. We did have a collection, I think it was in 2001. 2001, or was it 2020? Can't even remember. Like that's 25 years ago. It was called Architecture. So we needed a different name because in 25 years, you can't have the same kit with the same kit name. It'll have to be different. So that's our rule. Architectural Elements. Yes, it's going to be beautiful. And in fact, I think last month someone asked if we could have a kit about like she's building a house about construction and like I think we got you. I also think this kit's going to be wonderful if you have a trip planned abroad or if you've done some traveling, if you've gone out to dinner, anything really. And that's always our goal is to keep our kits kind of, a kit about nothing, right? Because you're bringing your life, your memories to the collection, not the other way around, right? I see you all checking in here. Thank you so much for coming. I see you're letting us know where you're from. That's awesome. And a lot of you, I can recognize names I've been seeing around here for 15, 20 years. Isn't that amazing? I just appreciate all of you so much. And if you're new around here, please let us know that you're new because we want to give you a special welcome. And just a quick reminder too, if you have a pressing question, please reach out to us directly. We'd hate to lose your question in the fray. We want to get back to you and answer whatever question you have. So make sure you reach out to us directly through email or a chat or a phone call. We've got Julie standing by on the Cape. She's worked with us for many, many years, and she's ready to take your calls. So, and also be patient with her because a lot of calls and questions do come in, and we will handle all those one by one. So also hang around a little bit too at the end if you want to see some of the other news we have here at Club Scrap to share with you. And this will probably take about 15, 20 minutes, about 20 minutes, I'm thinking. So let's go ahead and get started now that we have a nice group gathered around. And I'll start by showing you first the page kit, then the card kit, and the stamps. So I'm going to flip this around so you can see my pretty ceiling and switch you over. And then I'm going to try to zoom in here without, oh, I did it again. You get a really, really close up. So this camera is overhead, and then I'm trying to squeeze in on the screen. Oh my goodness, Tricia. Okay, hang on. I'm going to get it. I got to zoom back out. Zoom out. Come on. Screen. Why do you do this to me? I know there's a zone that I have to pull out from. Oh, there we go. I guess it's kind of more upper. Oh, here we go. Oh, you're getting your first real look. Oh my goodness. Thanks for your patience there. We got you. And I'm also going to refresh my screen on my little laptop here. Okay, so now I think I've got everything. Here are the prints, and you can see right away this is a very a darker, more masculine feel to this color palette. The prints, oh, they're just so beautiful. Jacqueline did a really cool job of combining some different ideas that we had. We wanted some building facade type of a feel, but not photorealistic. So she ran some really cool Photoshop actions through images to create this super cool look that we have here. And then in the background, we also have that similar effect, but also some drawings and architectural elements in there. So it really gives you this twofold purpose for this. If you've got the European travel going on, I think this portion of the print is really perfect. And if you've got something under construction, this upper half is perfect. And then in this other print here, this is the sketch print, also just very, very pretty. Again, that goal of being neutral with this by still providing a nice anchoring for your memories. This is going to be great, whether they're domestic or foreign, cathedral or house. I think we've got our bases covered. And yes, this is going to be a beauty. Now, for the plain paper to complement this, if you're unfamiliar with Club Scraps paper, you must know that we strive to have an 80-pound cover weight paper in all of our collections. So that's basically our benchmark. And sometimes the colors are available aren't aren't in that 80-pound cover weight. So we have to switch it up. Sometimes we go heavier, sometimes lighter. This is a beautiful 80-pound cover weight. You've never had this paper before. It's brand new to us here. It's got a beautiful felt finish. And remember, you can purchase more plain sheets of this paper in any quantity you like, from 1 to 100. Okay, well, 1 to, well, several hundred. So this is that gorgeous new Merlot color. It's so lovely. Then we have a dark gray here, and this too is that 100-pound cover weight. It has a gorgeous texture. Hope you can see that on screen. This one is a 110-pound cover weight, so it even sounds a little different. This is the light gray, also just a lovely paper. And in my opinion, when you're scrapbooking, you can never have enough black paper. I love it for matting. I love it for anchoring things. And so yeah, that rounds out the plain paper in the collection. And then, of course, we have our printed cut-aparts. These are so beautiful. The quotes center around creativity, building, like dream it, believe it, build it. So nice. No dreamer is ever too small. No dream is ever too big. All great creative work is built on a strong foundation. So again, keeping this as broad as we can by still offering you something that you can use, for a lot of different things, which I love. Home is not a place, it is a feeling. So even covering home in this set of cut-aparts too. I love it. It's better to see something once than to hear about it 1,000 times. Isn't that true? So yes, those are the cut aparts, and that's going to help. Those are going to help you quickly and easily finish your pages. Speaking of, we also have our photo mats. We're including a dozen. You get all those same colors that were in the 12 by 12 palette. And by providing these, you get a lot more mileage out of your full-size sheets of paper. If you're new around here, that's something we do in our monthly kits. Also monthly, we select. I do this with the help of Craig. Around here at Club Scrap, he always chooses some beautiful fibers and ribbon. This one is that Harlequin pattern. It's a good 1-inch wide. Isn't that one pretty? Can you see all the detail and that beautiful ribbon? And then we have 2 full yards of this Merlot colored grosgrain. So there's no wrong side of this ribbon. And then we also have this really super soft, kind of like a felt feel to this light gray. Also very pretty there. Goodies in the page kit. Oh, you're going to love this. Check out this beautiful handmade paper. Now, because it is handmade, when I use it in the finished pages, and by the way, there's a video to guide you through this as well, I trim this to 5 by 7. Okay, it's not exactly 5 by 7. It's handmade. It's like 7 1/8 by 5 3/8 or something. Just trim it down to 5 by 7. It makes a gorgeous panel for our pages. It also would make some beautiful cards, even with a little holiday coming up in mid-February. Keep that in mind for that. Let's see. I also found, I just dropped one. I always do that. Oh, gotta get that off the floor. Okay, here we have a whole bunch. These really pretty stylized corner accents. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. And they just do a nice job of accenting. You'll see on the finished pages when I show you those. And then my weakness is dazzles. And again, these never look like much on the strips or on the sheet. But when you take these off, you've got a whole assortment of really cool borders. And for most of them, there's a duplicate. So since this piece, I believe it's like 8 or 9 inches long, since there is a duplicate, you can put the border strip end to end to reach all the way across a 12-inch page. Okay, so those are the silver dazzles. They're also going to look great on cards. And anyway, back to the pages. We've got, just as a reminder, if you're new here, every month I help you use literally everything in this kit. And on the instructions, if a paper is not used during the process of making your pages, I put a little X on the sheets. And I'm very, very proud to say that there is not a single X on any of these diagrams. I used every last piece of paper in the making of our pages. And if you don't like reading instructions, or if you just really like to have a little bit more guidance, there's a QR code here and a link that you can click on when you download this document where you can watch the workshop. We'll make the pages together. So let's take a look at those stunning layouts. I'm so happy with how they turned out. And I gotta say, honestly, too, I never do this, but There's basically room for one large picture on this page. I normally like to have more photos on my layouts because, that's the point. But I just had some fun with all of the elements, using those dazzle stickers here, using the handmade paper trimmed to 5x7 in the background here. The printed photo mat is going to be covered with a picture. Wrap those corners with ribbon, upper left, lower right, and then accented with those black corners. Those are super flat. Those would probably work well for cards too. And then we've got our round. You can cut them with scissors or with a, thin die cut, and then, or punch if you have a jumbo punch. And then this gorgeous cut apart here. I just love how this page turned out, by the way, if you can't tell. And honestly, do you see this right here? I've got the dazzle border strip there. And the one on this piece would have been the scraps. So I really did rescue some 1-inch pieces there from the trimming process. Over here, oh, I put 2 slots in this jumbo size tag, added a round element here, ran some of the dazzles across. Oh, make it simple but significant. So beautiful. And believe me, I have a lot of pictures that need to go on these pages. I should probably have 3 sets of these pages for a couple of the trips I've done recently. Here I did a little something on layout. I think this is number 5. Yes. I took a craft knife and cut a slot here and ran the ribbon behind. Well, not really. The ribbon stops here and here. But I love how that turned out. Again, using the corners there to draw a little accent, draw the eye to this accent photo. The other 5x7 handmade used here. Oh, my little bow trick that I did too. It's just 2 pieces, one that loops through the tag and one that's tied in a knot and attached separately. Love that little trick. And then finally, layouts 7 and 8. Oh, and I've got some more ribbon happening here. Here I have a double. I just nested 2 ribbons together, and the third ribbon here, again, using that nifty slot punch that most of you have by now. This shows how you can link the border strips together to make one 12-inch strip as long as they match on the dazzles. And this right here, do you see how I have one ribbon and another ribbon sort of trapped inside of it? That's a new technique I'm going to be sharing during our card workshop, and I did mention it as well in the card or page video. But we're calling this little technique the Julie because Julie came up with this clever idea. She was trying to use a tiny little scrap of ribbon, so she decided to trap it inside the knot of another ribbon. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? I love it. And so yes, learn how to do that cute little ribbon trick with me during the card workshop. It's going to be a blast. Now, for those of you who are members who have a renewal or a subscription happening, you also receive your page formula. That's this. And our page formulas are different than other layout sketches because we provide the exact trimming required, exactly what you need to create this exactly. And that's what I did here when I tested my formula out, which I do every month. This is what I came up with. This was a dinner that Cliff and I went to on New Year's Eve. So again, nothing to do with constructing anything other than an incredible dessert there. But yeah, I think that the stainless steel of the kitchen where we were seated, the colors of the aprons of the chefs, again, let color and serendipity direct your use of these beautiful colors and formulas and pages. Okay, card makers, you're up. I've got the card kit here to show you. I'll set this aside. Okay, so card kit, we have a luscious print here, and let me just tell you right out of the gates, we put the print for the card kit on text weight. And this was kind of my request because I really like to do a lot of layering. And if this is also 80-pound cover weight, which it has been, those cards can get pretty heavy. And I really wanted to do a lot of layering with this particular paper on a slimline card. And I'm like, you know what? I think text weight would be better. So we're giving that a go with this collection and probably more collections in the future. I really like the ability to also do origami and other folding techniques with the text weight paper. So, and you can see we just got that really cool, all those architectural elements kind of on a smaller scale so they'll look great on your cards. You'll have your 2 sheets of printed cut-aparts. These are critical to finishing your cards. They contain all the sentiments for the outside and inside, plus a few extras. And I got some fun sentiments here. Again, I needed to add to my masculine card stash, so this was really helpful. As far as the papers go, same deal. We've got 2 each of all of those colors I discussed earlier, the dark gray, light gray, black, Merlot, and then 2 8.5 by 11 pieces of cover weight for card bases. Ribbons, we got some really scrumptious grosgrain edged satin. I think this is like at least 5/8, maybe 3/4. We've got some 3/8 inch black taffeta. This is really nice for trapping in this, and I'll show you in a minute what I mean if you do the Julie. And then here we have 2 yards of this jute that matches the paper perfectly. We also have these scrumptious tags. Now these kind of have that marble look to them, which I just thought reminded me of like a marble countertop or a marble column on a cathedral, something like that. 4 of those really nice, really nifty tags. Some pretty accents here. Definitely meeting my flat as a pancake requirement for card embellishing. These are super nice for that. There's one more thing that, oh yes, we have a series of these nifty silver decorative borders. You'll trim off the ends and round the corners to make a really cool accent on our slimline cards. So those are super fun. I'm going to set these aside and also mention before I do that even more importantly than the page kit instructions, I think that these instructions have inherent value. They can be recycled with other papers, and they include, once again, the full video. I had some fun filming challenges this month, so yeah, just, enjoy the video because I put a lot of work into them and I hope you watch them, okay? Let's see. I want to show you the finished cards then that we'll make with this pretty kit. We've got our first set of A2 size cards uses that clever ribbon trick. So again, there's a small piece of that black tied in with the larger piece of the gray to make a simple knot. It's very flat. And then I've got the medallion right behind it. Happy birthday. It's so cool that you're from the 1900s. We got 2 of those. We have a thinking of you for you. The insides of the card are as pretty as the outside, if you ask me. Designed for celebration. May your year be a masterpiece. How fun is that? Okay, so those are the A2. Then next up, I stole something from the quilting community. I know this is some sort of a quilting pattern. I've done this in Bright Blooms, I think, the last time I used this formula. So these are little 1x strips here, but the center section actually falls on an 1/8 when you trim this. So don't worry, I will walk you through that in the video. And then I utilize that cool marble tag with the small thank you sentiment from the cut aparts. So, oh, again, a very beautiful inside of the card. And I've got 2 of those. So 2 thank you cards and then 2 more birthday cards. It's your birthday here special. And a little bit of a comical center. Dance like nobody's laughing. All right, that's those are the go into an A6 envelope. And by the way, the envelopes are included. I forgot to have those in my sample I showed you earlier. And finally, we've got this really cool overlapping gatefold slimline. Now, I've never done this structure before, but I thought it would work. And especially because we talk about paper grain when we make our card bases, since we're folding in cooperation with the grain of the paper, this narrow little flat fold on this long card works. If you try to do it against the grain, not going to work. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you tune into that workshop video. You can see the use of that nifty silver border strip here, sandwiched between the layers of the card with a nice sentiment on the inside. We've got 2 anniversaries for you. And then this is a sympathy, leaning on each other, wishing you comfort in this time of sorrow. Again, kind of tying in that whole architectural theme really beautifully into this set. I hope you love these cards. I really, really do. We invest so much time into generating these for you. I hope you love them. Next up are stamps. I'm going to grab I put mine in a DVD case so you can kind of see a little bit better maybe. So yeah, these are hubless DVD cases that we carry. And then we also create an index sheet. Karen does this every month that you can trim down and slide into the case. And I make 2 copies so that I know what all the art pieces are on both sides of the case. Works really well. And some really neat elements for very, very classy, elegant cards. The road to success is always under construction. We've got a best wishes, a happy birthday in a super cool font. I really love the fonts this month. A thinking of you. You can do it one step at a time. I mean, really nice sentiments here. Be the architect of your own destiny. Love it. Now, if you're into card making, you can subscribe or purchase while supplies last our pops. These are packs of panels. It's a half a pound of panels using the colors from the kits. We have the four main colors here, a plentiful assortment of all of those. These are awesome for like your die cutting equipment, for adding texture, embossing, extending, how much you can make with your page kit if you like. Use them as photo mats. Lots of uses there. And then, of course, in advance of the release, we send along the stamps to Julie, the same person who came up with that clever ribbon trick. And she did some fun stuff with the jute fiber in the box. And she used our brand new wine colored ink pad. So a lot of you have been picking up our brand new ink colors. We came out with 6. You can buy all 6 or you can buy one at a time. We have the hybrid wine reinker and the hybrid wine ink pad. And that's what she used along with, I believe, ash and India black. I see she has some silver embossing going on there. Incorporated the tag. Isn't that pretty? I love how she made that little collage there. Included the medallion, ribbon on ribbon. So many cool techniques. Oh, I love this card, Julie. I love the simple border. Obviously, she's using those pops. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, and simple, elegant, replicatable. So where do you learn about how to make these cards? Well, let me tell you, we have a blog. If you're not subscribed to our blog, make sure you do so. And if you're not receiving notifications of our blog updates, you're missing out. You can update your email subscriptions. At the bottom, it says update my email preferences. Make sure you choose get blog updates so you don't miss out on all of this fun stuff we're sharing with you. One last thing that you can also, as a member, you'll get an email with your member exclusive links, and that will include a link to our handy little reference sheet that talks all about what's in the monthly collection. So architectural elements, the prints, the picture of the stamps, the colors in the collection, the fonts we used, inks we recommend. I mean, this is a great resource all on a little 5.5 by 8.5 if you print it at full size. Okay, before I let you go, I just want to share one other little thing. We've got Valentine's Day coming up, and we released a collection mid-month in January called Heartstrings. I got it in the display packaging here. It's kind of hard to see. I'm not going to take it out because I did show this to you, but I know some of you don't tune into the mid-month releases. If you've missed it and you want to get this beautiful collection, let me show you the pages you can make. Again, this is called Heartstrings, and I don't know how many of you saw that we released the Paws and Claws kit. It was a dog kit and a cat kit themed collections, and dog ran out like like in 2 weeks. And we're at risk of the same exact thing happening with this one. I mean, I'm thankful for that, but also if you are thinking you might want this and you're waiting for a day far in the future to buy it, I don't recommend you wait. We're very low on the Heartstrings, just a few dozen of these left. They're definitely not going to make it till May when we go to Michigan. So don't wait to grab this collection if you like it. Card makers out there, I just want to quick show you a sample of something Karen's been up to. She used our 6 cards in a drawer formula, which you can pick up in our digital formulas projects under our projects tab, I believe. Karen's got the link for you, I'm sure. But she used the cut aparts and papers from her stash, not even the same papers from the kit. Oh, she kind of tweaked it toward the blue tones that are in some of these cut aparts. Aren't these beautiful? Oh, Karen. These are so nice. You can combine these with stamps you may have. So a lot of fun here just with the cut aparts. And again, those are available separately. So grab your Heartstrings materials now before it's too late. And I'm going to switch my views here. I'm back. Oh gosh, lots of comments were rolling in. I didn't get to see any of the comments. I always like to go through and read them afterwards and see what y'all have to say. I hope you love that architectural elements kit. It's so pretty. And the Heartstrings, don't miss that one. It's gorgeous. I can't wait to make some projects with it. Not just pages, but projects I think would be really fun. Something you could have done, and then when you have your seasonal decor stash, if you're one of those people that decorate for all the holidays, grab your Heartstrings project book, put it out on the coffee table. So pretty. I know Kathy came in looking to make a wedding book for someone using the the eight, something with eights formula. I'm so bad at remembering the names of the stuff that we do. I know one of you will remember, but anyway, so many fun things happening around here. And we're already getting ready for the March kit, believe it or not. Art is coming in and it's going to be beautiful and you're going to love it. Mm. So if you're not yet a member of Club Scrap, don't wait, okay? I know a lot of you are shopping as non-members and we love that and that's fine. But did you know that if you're a member, you save $8 on every kit you buy? You know, if you're wondering what the requirements are to be a member, you're happy, okay? Membership, you're a member, you're happy. If you're not happy, you're not a member. That's how it works. It's our job to earn your loyalty. That's how I feel about it. So, to those of you who have been members for so long, we appreciate you more than words can say. Our whole team here, we love what we get to do. Like I said, I get to go to work on Monday. So isn't that a great place to be? And it's our goal to always just forward that joy and that fun along to you so that you can use what we make to preserve your memories and make beautiful cards and beautiful things together. Well, thank you all so much for joining me today. It was great to have you, and I look forward to seeing you again with another release very, very soon.